Ladies and gentlemen, you know, Newark, New Jersey's water crisis has not been resolved at all. And they're really in the same boat with Flint, Michigan. And look at all the years that have rolled by, and Flint, Michigan is not even resolved. I don't know why they can't declare a state of an emergency, at least for those areas that are impacted, and try to get some emergency funding to get these pipes changed over. It's got to be something they can do. I really believe the reason why these things are not being resolved is really politicians. Really, that's what I have to conclude, especially being that Flint, Michigan has never been resolved. Look at all the years that have gone by. You know, they're not even coming close to resolving that. So now, Newark, New Jersey's mayor is trying to set up a town hall meeting to discuss the water crisis. They have some plans, but remember, Flint, Michigan had plans too, and they're still sitting there. So this is NewJersey.com. This story came out September 18th, 2019. So Newark Mayor Raz Baraka will host a town hall for residents to discuss the latest updates on the city lead water crisis, including a $132 million plan to replace 18,000 old lead pipes pumping water to homes. I wonder whose idea this was to put in lead pipes. You know, I don't know. It just, this whole thing. And I also wonder how many cities across this country have lead pipes. How many? And how often do they test the water? You know, this thing with Newark, just like Flint, this stuff had to be going on for decades. And I remember when it happened in Flint because they said all of the people that had pets, dogs and cats, everybody's pet died when they switched the water over. Everybody that had a dog and cat in Flint, Michigan, they all died. You know, and then I remember some people coming forward and they would show their skin, and their skin would just look raw, and oh, it was terrible. It was like the water was eating their skin off. It was terrible looking at those pictures. And not to mention the fact that, remember, a couple of people tried to sue and they killed those folks off that had lawsuits. I mean, it was just crazy. So the State of Water Town Hall will take place October 2nd at 6 p.m. at the New Jersey Performing Arts Center, and include a panel of speakers who have not yet been announced. People need some real concrete solutions. And when you're going to start your plan, I mean, okay, you got a plan, you need to implement these plans right away. So about 14,000 Newark homes are relying on bottled water. So they were given bottled water for a month. And we know that's not enough. Depending on how many people you got in your household. I saw them give 2 cases, and that's not enough for a household. It's not. Um, so they did hand out the water after they had sampled 3 homes that had filters. And remember, it was a church in Newark that was giving out those filters. And they concluded that the filters were ineffective and it was not removing the lead from the water. So the city and state officials, together with the U.S. EPA, have been sampling an additional 225 homes, but it's unclear when the results will be made public. Baraka told News 12 last Friday that additional testing had wrapped up and the results could be released as soon as this week. A city spokeswoman said she had no additional information Tuesday. The EPA, which asked the city, thank you, asked the city to begin distributing bottled water last month, told New Jersey Advanced Media on Tuesday that testing is continuing. So, my thing is, what are you doing to protect these citizens with the lead water? What are you doing? I mean, you're still giving them bottled water. You gave it to them last month, so what's going on this month? Because this problem is still not resolved. So, they didn't give another result, but I don't see how the results can be different if you didn't replace the pipes. How can the results really be different? So, in a TV appearance on Fox Wednesday morning, Baraka said he was very optimistic when the tests come back that the filters will be okay. Newark officials are now distributing 4 cases of water to eligible families who are serviced by Penquannock treatment plant in South and Westward and parts of North and Central Wards. Only residents in this area are directly impacted by lead levels that spiked in 2017 because the treatment meant to protect old pipes from leaching lead into the water failed to work. Wow. I don't know. I at this point, I don't know. If those residents can get out of there even temporarily until they fix these things. I know it's hard for people to move around, especially if you don't have the income to do so. That's why so many people in Flint never left. Those folks don't have money like that where they can just up and leave. Some people can, and there are a lot of people that simply can't do that. You know, I feel really bad for these folks. So now they're saying more than 70,000 cases of bottled water have already been distributed. To fix the problem, the city is pumping a new chemical mix that will protect old lead pipes from flaking into the water. Well, what's the chemical mix? And how? I don't like the way that sounds. The new treatment began. The new treatment began in May and will take a few months to be fully effective. Newark is also embarking on a long-term solution to rip out all lead pipes across the city and replace them with copper lines to eliminate the source of lead. Wow. Why couldn't they have done this years ago? All of you that live in Newark, please be careful. and, using water, because I know people use a lot of water. You got to wash your clothes, right? You got to wash dishes and things that you use on a regular basis. You got to wash with that water. And not only that, bottled water is it's really not a good clear-cut solution to what's going on. But y'all, please tell me what you think. Damn, I hate to see this happening anywhere. It doesn't even matter if it was somewhere else. Please leave your comment and subscribe. Don't forget to hit on the notification bell, and I'll see you on the next video. Peace, family.